Something about the dish doesn't strike me. My nose is quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Oh, he's dead. Okay, so that guy's dead. I didn't think this was gonna get dark. Hey guys, Zack here. Welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I'm probably going to have to shorten that because it didn't fit into barely fit in the title last time. But anyway, we're in the cafeteria now, getting ready to eat lunch. Also, I minimized this. I made the screen smaller so that I can actually record it full screen because I noticed that there was a weird border around the video last time I made one of these. So I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to learn how to record with Bandicam again because it's been a while, and yeah, I'm just trying to figure things out. But anyway, anyway, my eyesight's not so good, so forgive me if I can't read too properly. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever seen or eaten in, and it makes. Yeah, it makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would have a cafeteria so serious about eating. I don't know. Well, the delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. You smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, it's okay. It's okay. I forgive you, but nobody really cares. But nobody apparently really cares about you all that much. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Oh, poor whatever his name is. He doesn't even have an official name. He does, but he doesn't, and his name isn't even in his little pop-up window. So odds are you're probably never going to remember it. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, "Shush." In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Yeah, Colonel Sanders, probably one of the world's greatest culinary minds of all time. And also, fun fact: apparently he realized that his franchise wasn't selling food to his standard, and he got pissed off about that. He got pissed off about that in his lifetime because he didn't feel like because he realized that his restaurants weren't that his fast food chain wasn't selling food the way he told them to, and he publicly insulted them and told them to do better. And they did, and now several years later, after he's gone, we have actual good food from KFC. So he definitely did something right. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer to the light. It's chicken. It's chicken in a bucket. Piled high are large pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. Okay, makes sense. He's Colonel Sanders. He's the chicken man. He's the greatest chicken chef ever. It makes sense that he would make chicken, that his game would make chicken that looks absolutely glorious. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to growl, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. Okay. For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Makes sense. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Okay, so they're taking notes of the fact that he knows exactly what he's doing, which makes sense. It's Colonel Sanders. That's all I'll say about that. Okay, so he's all right. So he's like, I've been perfecting the perfect recipe, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Makes sense. He's got to keep a secret after all. What you mean you want your stupid? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just drafting the last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. No. He looks around nervously to see if everyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Nobody is. Nobody thinks it's funny. Wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary? Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Okay. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame, and with cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself. Fair enough. So she's trying to settle up next to him so that she can actually, I don't know, do something. But clearly that's not how things are going to go out. I mean, this is my game. This is my dating simulator. Get out of here. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. If you say so. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. Is there a way to make the text bigger? Because I can't read. There is not. Okay. I'm assuming this was made with full screen in mind, and since I can't record it in full screen, that's kind of a problem. All right. Grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and acts unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates. Dig in! You take one of the pieces of fried chicken from this bucket and sink your teeth into it. Okay. I'm trying to read it because I can't see it anymore, because I had to minimize it to make it recordable, because I couldn't record it in full screen. I'm sorry, but that's just what has happened. It's amazing. Did you become one with the universe by biting into it? Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transpires you to another dimension. I figured, but why? Why is that a thing that's happening now? Along with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hands, you float weightlessly. Swim to... I'm... Do I forget? What do I do here? If I swim toward the light, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a game over. Savor the moment. I mean, he said that he wasn't going to give away the secret recipe, so I'm assuming I should probably respect that. So I'm going to do this one. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. With the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting the food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Okay, fair enough. It is a dating simulator, after all. You have to spend time with the romantic interest in the game to actually develop a relationship. I mean, granted, he's the only romantic object of the game, so I guess that doesn't really count all too much. You approach the Colonel. Colonel Sanders smiles as he's over so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Sure. Anything for a fellow chef. All right. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha! How bold of you to come out and ask. It's a idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. So, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, sure, the Colonel himself is long gone, but his restaurants are still around, and they're still using his likeness for their commercials, which I'm pretty sure Colonel Sanders never wanted them to do, but hey, I mean, at least he's upfront about it. It's just you and me who are talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'm willing to trade. What's the rest? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Yeah, but it's like 2 days. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. Alright, it's something my great-grandmother taught me. So, in other words, he's trying to... Okay, so they know... They know what they're doing. They wanted to keep the secret ingredient anonymous from the players. So, because they know that if their secret ingredient gets out, they'll go out of business. So in order to counteract that, they blanked it out while at the same time telling the main character that you're at what the secret ingredient is. That's clever. I like that. Blank. Wow. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, what is the word? You notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Okay. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing standing in the quad. Okay. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside to look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. He does! He founded a successful train restaurant, and even though he's long gone, his restaurants still persist, and he's still one of the most famous chefs in the world. Even and his legacy has outlived him, but at this point. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on the world. You can bet on that. Alone together for first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show you your own strength. I wouldn't. He says he's been working on perfecting the recipe. I should be modest because I don't want him to think I'm a jerk or a guy who just comes up with ideas that when I really have no idea what I'm doing. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Okay, that worked. Now you've got his attention. Alright, that works! I didn't think it would, but it did. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Zack Morris. Thank you! Thank you, sir! That's all I want, and all I want is to be appreciated. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where afternoon lessons will take place. Okay. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Okay. Alright, it's good. Alright, so is this where the OP comes from? Are we just gonna see Colonel Sanders doing a badass montage where he's just making his food? Is that where this comes from? Is that where that comes from? Because I wouldn't be surprised. Alright. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow it. You'll be fine, I think. You're not going to blow anything, except maybe cleases the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Okay. Well, now we know that I don't know. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is? Me and you, if it wasn't clear? Want to be my partner? I mean, she's clear. Sure, Zack Morris. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep beep. Zuck. Hi, Clank. Aw. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Maybe choose Clank, considering he's actually a cooking machine. He might be able to expedite the process a little bit just by putting things inside of his own body. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? let's go with Clank. We really don't know much about him. Sorry, Pop. I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. I'm not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this point. Oh, juncture. Never mind. Not point. Juncture. All right. Clank is already excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Okay, so he's happy. So I made him happy, and Pop doesn't. And Pop didn't really seem to understand. And I don't think Pop understands what school is supposed to be. So, I think this was the smarter idea in the long run. Whirp, whirp, whirp. I can already tell he's excited. I can tell what that noise is supposed to be. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Oh, might not have a face. Ooh. Tissue, I already know you. Ha ha ha. Clank shudders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Look at you. Look. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea. What dish do you want to prepare do you want to suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Huh. Using octopus, steak tartare seem easy enough. I don't know. Octopus. Not everybody likes octopus. I don't think octopus would be the smartest idea to pick for a culinary thing. Let's see. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it, but Colonel Sanders is clearly in a league of his own. Maybe let's do something sentimental. Mashed potatoes and gravy it is. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I'm thinking we could make some warm, inviting, comfortable. So he liked that. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Oh, I get it. Because they sell because KFC sells their mashed potatoes and gravy together in one bowl. It makes perfect sense now. I get it. That was indeed the correct choice. Alright. I gotta think like a KFC, like I work at KFC. That's what I need to do for this game. Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders, what is it? Casts a coy look at you, causing your whole body to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quietly turn away. Okay. Quickly turn away, but I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Say that 5 times fast. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Okay, I guess it's not that hard. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? I mean, other than you? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. He's not your man. He's not your property. Did someone call for me? I get it. No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Zack Morris's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. I don't even want to know how he peeled them so fast. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Well, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Zack Morris was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of monitoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Haha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick, and it just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. Pretty much the entire game, actually. But one thing is clear. That's something that's she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really getting on at your hand. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I should probably... I don't think the Colonel would back... I doubt the Colonel would know me well enough to back me up at this point. So let's ask Miriam. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you tell her she senses it and looks back. This gift's friend and best girl's friend in need radar seems to have gone off. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. Okay. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust with vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from my competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you are a loyal friend, but Zack Morris is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn. The cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends a hand, and holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Ah, so we did it. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. Your results look spectacular. Granny would have been proud. Yay! Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and in that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes look. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift it, heading the hefty sporkful up. when you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Stooping up the fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it is delicious. Horrified by the revelation, he sinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Zack Morris. We do not waste food in broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you were to throw one more spoonful, you'd be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes, face? Van rushes back over a covered dish in his hands. Alright. Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my salty saltwater sauce. Plated in on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Okay. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy. The interrupting student pushes at Van and swipes a bite of the signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about the dish doesn't strike me. My nose is quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Oh, he's dead. Okay, so that guy's dead. I didn't think this was gonna go dark. I mean, it's a guy in a ghost sheet. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice that the tip of the tentacle is being slurped in by Pop's mouth. Pops wheezes in pain for just a moment, then it almost immediately breaks back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. Your entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen with the crowd. They're as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone's back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite oblivious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Okay, so he can't be killed. So he can't be killed by food poisoning, apparently. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I turned into a ghost over here. Seeking that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and sprinkles and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about my food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Alright, now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Zack Morris? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Oh, God. This guy again. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. See, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, and our souls may grant the wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up, I'm the one here who's supposed to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are you forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. Yes, I can! He died. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? They don't even know the name of the character. Makes sense. He's kind of a background character. Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. No, you're not. Also, his hair seems to just do whatever it wants. Sporkmaster here is here to fight a hero. Why? What is going on? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was laying down my guard and connecting with another student on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? I'm getting a phone call. Alright, I gotta finish this chapter because I have to go to a haircut. Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? I think I'm gonna leave the episode here. I don't know. Defend? You decided to defend. What defense will you... Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You catch your... you close your eyes. I think I'm gonna leave it here because this is gonna take a while. This chapter is clearly gonna go on for a bit more. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna leave it here. What chapter am I in? Oh, I'm all the way in the fourth one. Is this the new one? Is this the one I'm in now? I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it here, though. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, so thank you guys so much for watching. This is gonna get really weird, real fighty, real fast, and I don't really know how to deal with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter in the description below. And also, check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month, and it really helps me out, so I definitely appreciate it if you did that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!